What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is episode 7 of Naptown Nerf Thrifting. Welcome. It's been a while. It's been about a month since I put up a thrifting video, so this is basically all my finds in October. And I found enough stuff, that's for sure. It was a little bit rough at the Goodwills this month, a little slow. I went out today, didn't find a thing, so if you're new to thrifting and you go out and you don't find anything, don't let it keep you down. You just got to keep at it, and eventually you'll find something. Persistence is the key in the thrifting game. So just keep going as much as you possibly can, and eventually you'll find some stuff. But yeah, this month was a little slow, but I did have still some pretty good finds. So let's just get into it. All right, let's start out vintage. Found the old school Nerf slingshot. Not the greatest blast in the world, but this one is in better shape than the previous two I'd found thrifting, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It was $2 at Goodwill, so Nerf slingshot. What else? Found another dart tag Target. It was 99 cents, so I grabbed it. I don't have that many dart tag darts, but it was 99 cents, so I went ahead and grabbed it. What else? Oh, found a Retaliator, so that's not bad. I like the one that's actually painted all the way. There's a blue version that is got basically no white paint on it at all. It's very plain. They skimped out on the paint about halfway through this run, and now you basically just can get the white ones out in the stores. But so this was cool. It's $2. Seems to work just fine. So Retaliator. Try to get through these blasters as quick as possible. I found a slingshot, actually. This isn't a Nerf blaster, but it can be definitely used for Nerf. And I've seen people use this with rival balls and be very, very effective with it. So if you're ever out thrifting and you see a slingshot, it can be used in a Nerf war in most situations. And you just have to get some rival rounds or knock off rival rounds, and yeah. Can be very effective. Found just the clear tripod to a Vulcan. It was $2, but I went ahead and grabbed it. I actually have a complete clear Vulcan, but I already have one of these, so this is a second one. Maybe I'll find a clear Vulcan down the road, and you never know. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It's in pretty good shape. Looks, basically brand new to me. So $2 tripod. What else? Found a Cyclone shot. This is my first Cyclone shot, and I went ahead and threw a Rebel dart holder on there. So that was kind of cool. I paid $3 for this, so not terrible. But yeah, it's a working Cyclone shot. It's actually one of my favorite pistols. It's actually one of the first Nerf pistols I purchased. I think this is the very first Nerf pistol I purchased when I got back into Nerf, or really got into Nerf for the first time. I wouldn't say I was really into it that much as a kid because my parents wouldn't let me be, unfortunately. But yeah, Cyclone shot, pretty cool. I found another barricade, $2 at Goodwill again. So came with a dart there. Whistler, which is what these things were made to shoot, actually. So yeah, I think it works. It doesn't have any batteries, or working batteries anyways, but they're always good to have for this and that and the other thing. I've said it a million times. What else? I found a good old Recon. Came with the barrel attachment, or I wouldn't have picked it up, and it actually came with the 6-clip too. It's $2. But the barrel attachments are great, and so I went ahead and grabbed it. What else? Found another Firefly. These are some of my favorite. This was $3. It has 2 tags. I think I paid $2 for it, actually, but it has a $3 tag and a $2 tag. I think I only paid $2 for it, if I remember correctly. But nevertheless, pretty good deal for a Firefly. I have a ton of these now. I really don't need any more, but at some point I'm like, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite blasters, and it's one of my favorite blasters to integrate into things. So you never can have enough, right? What else? Oh, I found this little guy. Little Secret Strike working. 69 cents. Can't beat that. Seems to work just fine. So yeah. Secret Strike. Found a demolisher with, this is a bipod for the Centurion, Mega Centurion. I just threw it on there and got it for free. So that's, if you're thrifting and you see some attachments and you find something you can attach it to, you can throw it on there and maybe you'll get it for free. Especially if it doesn't have a price tag on it. So yeah. And this was $2, so I got the bipod and the blaster for $2. I don't know if it's working or not, but it probably is fine. It's a little dirty in there, but definitely can be restored to be a pretty awesome blaster. I always like the look of the Demolisher. It's a pretty cool looking blaster, and it's one of the things that I'm going to be modding soon. Actually, I'm going to have to do. I have one that's in pieces that I need to refurbish. I guess that's an integration with a Stampede, and so yeah, I need to get on there. There's just a lot of sanding to do, so I've kind of been putting that off. Anyways, but I love the Demolisher. It's a pretty sweet blaster. Alright, what else? Oh. I found this knockoff Busby Big Blast, and I actually took it apart because it wasn't working. It seems to be pumping up, but it wouldn't fire because actually the trigger broke on it. So I don't know what I paid. I paid $1 for it, so good enough for the tank. And the tank I think is pretty good, just like a Busby Big Blast. So I think it's very similar to that, anyways. And it looks to be similar when I opened it up. So yeah, I'll definitely be using that tank for something. I'll probably scrap the shell because it's not in the greatest shape anyway. So. Found a 69-cent Zingbo arrow, which are nice to have. I don't have that many of them, so I usually, if they're 70 cents or whatever, I pick one up. It's worth it. Oh, what else? Oh, found another Sweet Revenge. Actually, Jill found this one too, I believe, and it was $3. So that's pretty. I mean, I'll pay $3 for a Sweet Revenge. They're such awesome blasters and can be turned into some awesome stuff. I just hydro dipped one, so if you haven't seen my hydro dip video, go check that out. And then I'll actually be doing like an overview, mod overview video of the 3 blasters that I hydro dipped. So look forward to those on the channel. That'll be coming up soon. And yeah, Sweet Revenge is pretty sweet. A sweet Revenge. All right. Well, Nerf, but not a blaster. It's just a bat. I got it was 99 cents. They're pretty sweet bats, though. I think they're pretty awesome. Haven't played wiffle ball in a long time, but for some reason I'm a sucker and I have to pick up these silly things like this that I probably won't use ever. But they're good quality bats, that's for sure. A Super Soaker that I decided to pick up for whatever reason. I thought it was interesting looking and never seen it before, actually. I have no idea. It's the Quick Blast, I guess, so that's the name of it. This thing spins around, which is very interesting. I have no idea why. It's the stock, I guess, sorta. Yeah, I guess that's somewhat functional-ish. $2 at Goodwill, so. And I do believe it works. You just pump it up like this, and then it fires, so, yeah. So it just fires on, like, once it gets full, it fires, so that's pretty cool. Alright, what else? Oh, another Super Soaker. I actually found this one with the hydration pack, so that was kind of cool. I'd never seen a hydration pack before, at least, I mean, I've seen them before, but I've never found one before. And it came with this guy, which is the Aqua Shock, I guess. And I think it's, I see these all the time, but it came with the pack, and it was like, I think it was $2 or $3, maybe $3. So I grabbed it. I drove pretty far away and didn't find anything except for this, so I think that's kind of why I grabbed it. But yeah, not bad. What else? I found a 99-cent Mega Big Shock here. Works. Pretty sweet. I'll have to mod this, and I haven't done one of those rival ball mods yet. Maybe I should do that. It'd be fun. Something to do with it anyway. What else? Found an ultimate missile blast, $2. I do believe it works, hopefully. Yes, it does. I was like, I usually check that. Works great. Has a nice release there, so these are pretty sweet. Have great tanks in them, and yeah, I've found the attachment parts before, but I'll probably strip this one for the tank since I have quite a few that are complete, and I don't really need to save the shell for any reason. Even though they are kind of cool shells, I do like this version of the shell for this tank. So yeah. Found another target. This is a tech target. Let's see if it works. Yep. Seems to work just fine. I won't bore you guys with the noises, but yeah. $2. I have a zillion of those. I need to put some up on the wall. Going to happen. The workshop is going to be hopefully restored, and maybe we'll probably be shooting videos in there soon because winter is coming, even though it's like 80 degrees today for some reason here at the beginning of November. But yeah, if it's nice outside, I'll do it outside, but we'll probably be inside when it gets real cold and miserable out. So have to get that workshop together for that. What else did I get? Well, I got this guy. Found another Apollo, which is pretty interesting, and especially coming with the magazine, which you don't ever expect to find, right? But this one is broken. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It shows that it's primed, unfortunately, but will not fire, so I'll have to open that up, and hopefully it doesn't explode in my face, which it probably will since it's stuck in the prime position. But yeah, I might have to open that up and fix that guy. So the Apollo is a sweet rifle blaster, that's for sure. They're all pretty sweet in my opinion. I like all the rifle blasters. They're not all perfect, that's for sure, but they all are decent, and I enjoy them. They're all fun. So what else? Found this guy. I'm trying to remember this. I think is the Burst Wave. I could be wrong on the name of this, but it seems to work. I didn't bring any of my darts out when I started shooting this, but I did that completely backwards there. So you pull this back and then you pump it up. Maybe it works. Let me try again, reset it here. There we go. Seems to work great. And then I think you hit this and it blasts them all. I don't know. So basically the predecessor to the Hornet, so very similar to that anyway. What else? Oh. Found a Nitron with a magazine for $2. So can't beat that. It's pretty beat up. There's a lot of paint chipped off. I don't know if it works. I didn't try to put batteries in it to see if it worked or not, but even if it doesn't, I feel like the magazine is worth $2 probably. And yeah, Nitron's sweet. I haven't modded one of these, but maybe one day. I just don't. I like the idea of a modded Nitron, but I don't have that many discs, so that's probably why I haven't done it yet. But one day I definitely will, because they're pretty sweet. And we're going indoors actually for the wars, so a modded Nitron would be awesome for that. So maybe I'll have to do that soon. So I found another Super Soaker, the CPS 4100. Pretty awesome. It works just fine. I haven't put water in it, but it holds air, so I'm assuming it works just fine. I think this is, if you didn't hear that, it definitely released some air there. But this is pretty awesome. You can change the front, I think, and it shoots different. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. Unless it spins or something. I'm not real sure what it does, but has different nozzles on the front there, so that's kind of cool. It looks awesome. It's very, I don't know, Aliens-like, in my opinion, and I just thought it looked cool, so I had to pick it up. It was $4 at Goodwill, but I believe these CPS blasters go for a pretty good amount on eBay. I'm not sure what this one goes for per se, but I thought it was worth the $4 I spent on it, so pretty good find there, I think. And then I also found a fuse fire, which is my first fuse fire, and I was pretty excited to find this. Works just fine. Actually lights up and everything. It was 99 cents at Goodwill. Pretty sweet. Let's see how many. I think I got a disc in here. Yep, I got one or two loaded there. So you can just, I think you can throw, how many can you throw in there? Well, I think there's room for 5. Let me show you how this works. It's pretty cool. I've been playing with this a lot after I found it, actually, and excited to use it at our indoor wars here. It's actually Saturday, so excited about that. So I can load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 5 is the max, but once you prime it, you can throw in another one, so you can continually be topping this off as you're firing, and it loads. You can load it from the back, which I don't think there's another blaster you can load from the back, and so I think that's really cool. And obviously holds 5 in the front there, and it's charges glow discs, so I don't have any glow discs, but it's pretty sweet. I mean, you can't really, it's a lot of fun, guys. Obviously you can tell by my blabbering up here that I enjoy playing around with this thing. I know Walcom loves this thing, and yeah, if you find one of these, grab it, because it's a fun little blaster. Sucks when it jams though, but you know, that's, I think, the case for all Vortex blasters. Alright, so those are all my finds at Goodwill. These other things I found through Facebook Marketplace, and actually, well, let me just pull them closer and then I'll show them. Alright, so I grabbed a long shot with the scope. It was $5, so decent price. I mean, I feel like that's about what this would be priced at a lot of Goodwills that I go to. So I don't think that's too bad of a find, and it's in pretty good shape. Works just fine. Didn't come with a clip, but I don't really need one. I have tons, so not that I really need a long shot either, but actually I always will take a decent long shot for a good price, because I can use those internals. Plan on doing an expanded plunger tube retaliator at some point soon. I say this about 100 different mods though, and then they don't end up happening because I just don't have time, but I definitely will be doing that soon. Whether soon be in a year from now or what, but soon is relative, right? Anyways, but so it's good to have a few long shots around, and the shells are sweet. It's actually one of my favorite. It probably is my favorite Springer to work on and to use. I actually have a long shot Firefly integration that I have actually done 2 of those in my career in the Nerf modding business, but haven't shown those on the channel yet, so I need to get those out and show you guys. One of them was my actually very first integration ever, and the other one's finished functionally, but I have LEDs that need to be wired inside of it, and then it'll be complete. So once I get that done, I'll show that one on the channel too. So, but yeah, so that was $5. I found it through Facebook, and then these I got absolutely free. And I don't even know how many blasters there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there 7 here? I think 7 blasters. So I got a Recon Mark II. This guy literally posted this thing, and he said he's like, Nerf blasters. He showed the picture of them all and said free. And I was like, well, if you want to get rid of them, I can come grab them. And he threw them out on the front porch for me, and I went by his house and grabbed them. So awesome. Can't complain with free stuff, right? But I have one of these, but I haven't opened it. It's in the box still, and so this is kind of cool to get another one, and maybe I'll keep that one in the box for, you know, a rainy day or who knows what. But yeah, this looks like brand new. I can't believe somebody bought these things and didn't. I mean, it has the attachments and everything, so I mean, you can't really complain. It's like barely been used, if at all. Like, they probably lost the darts, and I don't know. I'm wondering if the kid got in trouble or something, and the parents were like, we're getting rid of all your Nerf blasters, and they just gave them away. I don't know. Interesting story. I wonder what it is. Anyways, but pretty cool. Got that. What else did I get? Got a double down. I have never had one of these, so that's pretty cool. It's basically a jolt that's in line and shoots 2 darts, so that's kind of cool. So neat to have. Add to the collection there. I got, what else? I got a Fire Strike, so this is the 3rd one. Seems to work just fine. The batteries, there's no batteries in there, or the light doesn't work, but that's irrelevant. But free, you know, pretty cool. What else? A Triad, which are neat little blasters. They're pretty sweet to keep in your pocket or whatever for emergency situation or whatever. But yeah, Triad. So that's the 4th one. I brought them closer to me, but they're still too far away. Mega Magnus. Works just fine. I mean, these are in great condition, guys. I mean, you really can't complain at all. I mean, so. And then I got another Roto Fury. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, awesome. $3.99. Can't beat that. Roto Fury. And last but not least, I got the Rebel Guardian crossbow. And this was already off, but this goes on like that. Which is, this is like the most pointless thing ever, I think. But, ooh, a little breezy here. But yeah, they all seem to work just fine. Great. This is the first Guardian crossbow I've owned too, so I was really excited about getting free blasters. I mean, you really can't go wrong with free, obviously, and those are in great shape too, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Naptown Nerf Thrifting. I really appreciate your viewership. I know these are a favorite among my channel, but if you haven't checked out any of my other content, please go ahead and do so, and also hit that subscribe button. That would help out the channel a lot and help me continue to make these thrifting videos. These are fun videos to do, but it does take a lot of time to go out and thrift and pick up all these blasters, and then it also takes a lot of storage space, which is becoming difficult to say the least. So hopefully I'll get to keep doing this, but yeah, they're going to be probably monthly from now on, unless I get some huge haul or whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoy these once a month, and yeah, we'll see what November brings. So thanks you guys so much for watching, and as always, peace out.